Creators, protectors, destroyers. This is Vaaksh, where the gods speak.
Darkness. Not all who are born in it seek the light. Some embrace it, some become it. I am Shiva, the destroyer, the one who dances upon the edge of existence. I have seen the birth of galaxies, the fall of kings, and the rise of civilizations long forgotten. But today, I speak of a tale buried in the shadows of time, a tale of a son who was mine, and yet was never meant to be. His name was Andhaka. Listen closely, child, for this is not a tale of mere battle. This is a story of fate, of love, of loss, and the terrible price of unchecked desire. It began long ago, when a great king, Hiranyaksha, performed penance so intense that even the heavens trembled. He sought a son, a child who would be powerful, indestructible. And so he prayed for thousands of years, offering his soul in devotion. Pleased with his austerity, I blessed him, and his wish was granted. But fate had its own plans. For this child was born not in light, but in blindness. Andhaka, the one who sees nothing, yet desires everything. As he grew, his heart burned with longing. He envied those who could see, who could behold the beauty of the world. But more than anything, he craved power. For when one is denied something, they seek to own it more than anything else. He grew strong, fierce, unstoppable, a warrior whose name made even the devas shudder. And as he conquered, his hunger grew. There was one thing left that he had not claimed, one thing he desired above all else, Parvati. Yes, my Parvati, my Shakti, my very soul. Blinded by arrogance, Andhaka believed that power alone could claim divinity. That strength alone could make a goddess his own. And so, he marched to Kailash, leading an army of demons, fire in his heart, madness in his soul. He stood before my gates and called out a challenge, a demand. He did not know, he could not know, that he was calling war against his own father. I watched from afar. My rage did not burn yet, but it simmered. For what fool believes he can take that which is not meant for him? The storm had begun, and Andhaka, in his blindness, could not see it coming. He raised his weapons, he roared his defiance. And so, I stepped forward. The battle was unlike any other. Thunder cracked, mountains split, and the heavens themselves trembled as my trishul clashed against his blade. Blow after blow, strike after strike, we fought, not as strangers, but as something far more tragic. A father against his son, a god against his own blood. He would not surrender, he would not yield. Again and again, I struck him down, and again, he rose, stronger, fiercer, darker, until I saw the truth. Andhaka could not die. Not like this, not while his thirst remained unquenched. Every drop of his blood that touched the earth gave birth to another demon. 1,000 Andhakas, an endless sea of warriors, rising with every wound I inflicted. He could not see the truth of his existence, but I could, and I understood. Andhaka did not need death, he needed transformation. So, I changed the rhythm of the battle. With every strike, I caught his blood before it could reach the ground. I drank it, swallowed it, consumed the darkness within him. And with each drop, I took away his hunger, his madness, his blinding desire, until at last he fell. Broken, weakened, defeated, but alive. It was then that the veil of ignorance lifted from his soul. It was then that he finally saw, not with his eyes, but with his heart. And so, I gave him a choice. Would he remain what he was, a blind fool, forever lost in his hunger? Or would he rise again, not as a demon, but as something greater? Andhaka, my son, chose the path of wisdom. He surrendered his past, his desires, and was reborn, not as my enemy, but as my disciple. His darkness became his strength, his blindness became his sight, and thus the tale of Andhaka did not end in death. It ended in realization. Now tell me, child, Who is truly blind? The one who cannot see, or the one who refuses to? Desire is a fire that consumes all in its path. But if controlled, if understood, it can illuminate the way. Andhaka's story is not just his own. It is the story of all who have ever longed for something they were not meant to have. The story of those who chase power without knowing its cost. But remember this: power is never given, it is earned. And the greatest strength is knowing when to let go. This is the truth of Andhaka, the truth of transformation, the truth of wisdom born from darkness. And now the question remains, what do you see?